Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio everybody. What is going on? It is Galeriot here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Battle Chronicle video. And today we're going to be doing the first ever summons on Danmachi Battle Chronicle. I am so excited to be doing the summons on this game because I can see the animations and I can see all the tells as well for the very first time, purely because it'll allow me to know when we get to the live game as to what I should be looking out for. On top of that, this is the first ever commentated video on the beta test, of course, so I'm very excited to be doing my first video on this game. Of course, I've done a live stream already, as well as a 15-minute no commentary video, which you guys can go check out. They're live on the channel right now. But this being the first ever commentated video for the game on the beta test, actually having the game in my hand is very, very exciting. Now, of course, this video will feature the summon system. We're going to be going into the gacha rates. We're going to be checking out the pity system, and also we're going to be checking out the dupe system. So a lot of things to dissect and a lot of things to go over. So of course, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more Danmachi and Danmachi Battle Chronicle content, and of course leave a comment down below as well after watching this video. What do you guys think about the summon system? Do you guys like it, dislike it, the dupes as well? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I have some thoughts that I want to say towards the end of this video, which we'll talk about, like I said, at the end of this video, where we're going to focus on summoning first and foremost. So right now in the game, there are only 4 3 stars available. 3 stars are the highest rarity basically for adventures and assists. It's sort of like saying the 4 stars for Danmachi Memoria Freese, right? In Danmimo, you have 2 stars, 3 stars, and 4 stars available, right? Here, it's 1 stars, 2 stars, and 3 stars. In fact, it's very similar to Princess Connect, actually, in terms of, the sort of like rarity, I should say. I think that's the best way to put it. It's very similar to Precone in terms of the rarity. Now, the first thing that you can notice is that there are 3 banners live, but 2 of them are CBT exclusive, actually. So for the closed beta test, there is a adventure only guaranteed banner, so you can get either the Belle or Cassandra 3 stars. Those are the only 2 adventure 3 stars available in the game for basically 3000 iris. The other banner is a Loki and Lily banner, which both of them are assists basically, and they are the only 3-star assists currently in the game. And again, 3000 iris. We're going to be doing both. And then you have a general banner featuring all 4 3 stars, as well as a couple of other things. Now you might be wondering, well, Gale, is it just like Danmimo where it's only adventures and assists in the gacha banner? Not really, no. There's a lot more to it. So if we take a look right here, right? And we can see that there is a lot to dissect here. First and foremost, there's a lot to dissect here. There are too many percentages here. The first thing you want to note is that there are 2 things you can pull. You can pull a character, or you can pull a scene card. A scene card is effectively like a craft essence in this game. A craft essence, if you guys don't know what that is, in FGO you have craft essences. They are basically attachments that you can add to your character, which will allow you to boost their ability, their stats, as well as they'll give a certain skill. It's the same situation here. You have scene cards in this game. As you can see, there's this Hestia and Belle scene card basically, right, in the game. And the rates, as you can see, are on the top. It's a 33% chance for an SR, 15% chance for an SSR, and a 3% chance for the UR. Of course, if you've played My Hero Ultra Impact as well, it's exactly the same thing as well. You have memories and then the characters. It's the same situation here. However, the difference begins here, because in the characters, there is also a split between adventures and assists. So as you can see, the rates for the adventures, a 1 star is 30%, 2 star is 16%, and 3 star is 3%. So if you want to get the best of the best, either a UR scene card or a 3-star character, it's 6% in total for that. If you're getting an SSR or a 2-star, that's 31%, and an SR and a 1-star is about 63%. That in total adds up to 100% basically. But for the adventures and assists, there is an even split. At least in this banner, there is an even split between the adventures and assists. Now, in the future, there is a very good chance that they could do it something like how Danmimo does it, where it's a 2% chance for adventures and a 1% chance for an assist. It's very likely that that might be the case. So I would say be on the lookout for that. Now, one thing to note, right? One thing to note is that the 10th pull in a multi is always a guaranteed character. That's one thing that they do mention right here. As you can see, the 10th pull of this multi will be a character guaranteed. It's an 81% chance for a 1-star, a 16% chance for a 2-star, and a 3% chance for a 3-star. Now, the only thing I wish that this did a little bit better is that it gave us a little bit more of a chance at 2 stars. Maybe if this was like, say for example, this could have been like 60%. Maybe this could have been like, you know, I don't know, 27% or something like that, or 37%, something like that. I think 2 stars should have been a higher rarity in my personal opinion, but it is what it is. That's just how it is, unfortunately. So if you guys want to check out how it exactly works, right, I'm gonna go over to the can I go to my party screen? One second. Let's go to a fight, and I'm gonna show you guys how it exactly works, where you equip your scene cards and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go into this battle right now. So you can see this is the layout basically, and you can see that I have some scene cards equipped right here. You can attach 3 scene cards to a character specifically. You have an adventure and an assist tag along basically. I haven't pulled an assist. I didn't pull an assist in the reroll gacha, which was really weird. And of course you have an equipment right here that you can equip to your characters. So of course, for me personally, in the beta test right now, I would like to get a couple of more assists, to be quite honest, but we'll see how that goes, of course. So we're going to start off with the first multi, and then we'll talk about dupes later on after we're done summoning, because the dupe system is very interesting. It's very, very interesting. So let's do the first multi on the guaranteed 3-star adventure banner. Fingers crossed we can get Cassandra. I would like Cassandra here. Even though the Belle dupe would be nice, I would prefer Cassandra here. So this is the animation. It's of course Belle versus the Minotaur. I'm low-key hoping that in the future, when we get to a future point, okay, so Eyes rescues Belle. So this is a tell. This is a tell that I got in the reroll gacha. Basically, when Eyes and Belle are combo essaying and Belle is beaten, you will be guaranteed a 3-star. Now, the thing is, right, I hope that in the future, when we get to other seasons, right, when they start releasing season 2, season 3, and season 4, the animation changes, right? Like say for example in season 2 we can have Haruhime and Belle versus Freen. Maybe in season 3 it can be, you know, Belle versus Astreus, possibly, right? And then in season 4 of course it's Belle and Ryu versus the Juggernaut. That would be very, very exciting. So now we're getting SRs. We got a 1-star, another SR, 2-star Gareth. That's fine with me. I can use that dupe because I have Gareth on the team right now. I leveled him up, so that's absolutely fine for me. A 1-star Lily, I'll take it because I needed more assists, to be honest. I'll take that Lily, to be quite honest. And SSR, that's a dupe of my that is a dupe actually as well for my scene cards. Okay, so this is a adventure. Who it is? Cassandra. Let's go. Let's go. Now, of course, I don't know Japanese, so I couldn't tell who it was, but I'll take Cassandra. Absolutely fantastic. So you can see that you're getting additional sort of like medals, basically, right? That's going to be very important for the dupe system. We'll come back to that later on. Now, let's do the Lily banner and let's see what we get. Fingers crossed. I want to get... Oh, this is new. Okay, so the Minotaur has changed. As you can see, it's a different color. Definitely a different color. I've never seen the Minotaur. That Minotaur looks completely different. But I mean, the tell is yet again the same. I guess if you can tell that the Minotaur has changed in color, that means it's guaranteed eyes maybe that comes in to help out. But this is where the combo essay came into play. I thought the combo essay would actually be used in, you know, in the gameplay, but it's actually for the summon animation, I guess. So SSR scene card, which is great. I wonder if we'll get a UR scene card anytime soon. We've only got an SSR scene card so far, which is very interesting. Okay, this multi has been literally just SSR scene cards. Okay, 2-star bet. We take those. We take those. 1-star Lily, SR Hestia, and this. Okay, so the animation for the assist is different. So it's a white background for assists, it seems like, and adventures is a black background. Okay, that's very interesting. So that's a good way to tell, I suppose, if you're getting a certain unit. So absolutely interesting. Also, one thing to note is the element system is a thing. There is an element type wheel. You guys might have noticed it when we were in the party screen, but I'll go into more detail about that when I talk about my gameplay thoughts and stuff. Okay, now we have 11,200 Jet Iris, so we're gonna just use all of it. This is the beta test. I don't get to keep the account after the beta test ends or anything, so I'm just gonna have to give it away to Aiming back again. They're gonna just take this account away from me. I can't keep any of this. I wish I could, though. I wish I could, because it would mean I could go into the beta, you know, the live version completely A-okay. Okay. So this seems like we've not gotten anything. Okay, so when that sort of like empty sort of section happens, it does seem like it's not gonna amount to anything. Okay, we got an SSR. We got 2-star Hermes. Fantastic. Wealth. I've noticed that I don't think Ryu is available in the gacha. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen a single Ryu whatsoever. Okay, thanks, game. We got an SSR scene card. That seems to be the case. Now, you can see that we've gotten 10 medals there. I've gone from 1 medal to 11 medals. If you click on the medal button right there, right? If you go over here, right under the iris count, right? There is paid iris and there's free iris. If you take a look right under the free iris point and you click that button, you can see that you can actually exchange for a specific character. So it's very similar to Princess Connect yet again. It's similar to other sparking games basically, right? You've got Grand Blue Fantasy and stuff like that. It's a spark basically, right? So for 20 multis, you will be able to pick up one of these characters. You can go up to 5 times, which makes me believe that there is going to be a limit of 5 dupes in total. That's all you will need. But we'll talk about that later on, of course, in terms of the dupe system. All right, let's do 2 more multis and then we'll talk about the dupe system in more detail. And we can go over that in I really want to talk about it. I really do want to talk about it because there's a lot to dissect there. And I'm very, very interested to see what you guys think. All right, let's do this. Doesn't seem to be anything yet again. 2-star eyes, we will take that. Again, more dupes. Miak, that's new for us. We will take those. Another SSR scene card. Yet another SSR scene card. I wonder how the dupe system works for the scene cards. I haven't seen how that works. 2-star Gareth, okay. SR of that, 2-star eyes, 1-star Hestia, and that seems to be it. Okay, let's do the final multi and let's see what we get. For the closed beta test, they're giving us a lot of gems, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, this guy is back to normal. Normal Minotaur. I'm wondering if this means anything. Is it gonna fake out maybe? Nah, it seems like it's probably gonna be nothing actually. It's very likely that it might just be nothing. 2-star Bet, okay. Mikoto, 2-star Hermes. SR scene card. This doesn't look too good, Chief. This does not look too good. 1-star Hestia. Yeah, that was a dot of a multi. Damn. So yeah, this is one thing I will say. And this is where I'm gonna make that bold claim. As a Danmachi fan and as somebody who may want to play a game casually, Danmimo is probably the better collection game. You're probably very unlikely to get a 3-star in this game unless you save up a certain amount of currency. And that's gonna be very interesting to see what people think about that, in all honesty. I'm very curious to see what people think about that. You're gonna be wanting to save up more specifically for certain characters rather than going all in on, you know, XYZ character and then having nothing for the next character, right? It's better to save up appropriately without going all in. Now, of course, thankfully, because it's the closed beta test, we have access to these guaranteed multis, which is really, really nice. But that is a bit of a concern, you know, that is a bit of a concern. So yeah, as you can see, this will basically limit break your scene card. Very similar to very similar to Fate Grand Order actually, because you can basically use your scene cards to dupe out and limit break them so that you can gain access to more levels basically, which I guess makes sense because scene cards are relatively easy to get, it seems like, right, in the game. So I guess there is that. Now let's talk about the dupe system in Danmachi Battle Chronicle. So first and foremost, let's take a look at Bell, right? If we go over to the dupe section, you can see that we would need 10 shards in order to get him from 3-star to 4-star. Now, since I haven't gotten a dupe, I cannot confirm this, but according to some other people in the beta test, if you get a dupe, you get 10 shards. And I mean, if we take a look at the pity system, right? If we take a look at the pity system and we go over to the exchange shop right here, right? If I were to click on this and if I wanted to use my medals, which I obviously don't have any, you can see I go from 0 to 10 shards. Now, the way it's structured, right? The way it's structured and the way it's formed makes me believe that if you want to go from 4-star to 5-star, which I mean, I can't see, unfortunately. If you want to go from 4-star to 5-star, that will basically cost you another at least 30 shards minimum is what I am expecting. I don't know how many exactly, but I expect it to be 30 to 40 shards. If anybody's in the beta test and has discovered how many shards it exactly is, let me know in the comment section down below so that we have a more accurate number. So effectively, in order to max out a character, you'll need the initial copy and you'll need at least 4 dupes when it comes to 3 stars. When it comes to 2 stars, it's a lot more trickier because as you can see, we were only getting 3 shards per copy for an SR. So going from 2-star to 3-star, it costs 10, which we'll use right now because I'm using Eyes anyways. So we may as well get Eyes to 3-star. I'm going to be using her as well. And then from 3-star to 4-star, it's another 10 shards. Now, one thing you guys may have noticed is that there are these items as well, these SSR sort of like crystal chunks as well, that we can probably use as a substitute to shards. Now, I have no idea where you can get them from. It doesn't say where you can get them from yet as well. I expect it to be part of rewards for maybe PvP, maybe in the exchange shop inevitably, right? You also have these silver shards as well for SRs. And I assume if you go to like 1-stars, it's pretty much the same as well. It's SRs again. So it's going to be very interesting to see exactly how you get these crystal shards. But yeah, now what does the dupe system do? Well, the funny thing is, I've realized the dupe system actually doesn't limit break your levels for your characters. Whereas, of course, for scene cards, if you dupe your scene cards out, they will limit break your sort of your scene card and allow you to level up your scene card higher, right? It goes from 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and so on and so forth. But if you want to level up your characters, all you need to do is just farm these items and you can automatically limit break their levels and get them to a maximum of level 50. However, for dupes, what do? They will increase the level cap for your skills. So if you go to your characters right now, right, you can see that their skills are all level 1. I don't have this item, and the only way to get them is through the training ground, which is only available twice a day. I'll go into more detail about the dailies and stuff like that in a specific video for that. But you can only do it twice a day, so I didn't get this item. But basically, you can level up your skills, and obviously, as you reach a limit point, like say for example right now I'm only at 3 stars, I can only get a maximum of level 5 on all my skills. If I get my character to level 4 or 4 stars, I'll be able to get my skill levels to level 7, and then at 5 stars it's probably skill level 9. So that's where the power of dupes come into play. Now of course, I think for events, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference, like story events and stuff like that. But for PvP and Battle Royale, I think it's going to come into play massively. I do think it's going to come into play massively. I don't know exactly how much the scaling is for a level. So right now, of course, if you see right here, it seems to be about 5 to 6% for each skill, right? If you take a look on the right hand side, you can see the changes between level 1 to level 2, 200 to 206.7, 90 to 94.5, 300 to 310, 500 to 516.7. It's probably going to be different for each character, the scaling, right? So if you want to compare the difference between level 1 to level 10 or level 9, just do like 4.5 for the normal attack here for Bell, right? Or one of his skills, I should say. Take 4.5 and times it by like 9 basically, right? Times it by 9 and you will get your answer as to what the difference is between level 1 and level 9, which is about effectively 45%. Let's take 45%, for example, 45 to 50%. That's going to be a bit of a difference. It is going to be a bit of a difference, especially when you go into PvP and stuff. I think a lot of people will have an upper advantage over you. However, remember that as a 3-star, when you get a unit as a 3-star, they can get to level 5 at the very least. So the difference between a 3-star and a 5-star is probably going to be a skill level of 4 effectively, which means it's only a 30% difference, at least for the normal attacks. But then for the ultimate, it's probably going to be much larger as a result of that, because the scaling is different. 500 to 516.7. So take 4 times 16.7. I'm gonna do the math here. Calculator. 4 times 16.7 is 66.8% difference in terms of damage. So yeah, that's where the dupes will come into play. At this point in time, I don't think it's going to be a huge change or huge difference maker for story and events. Like I said, I think it's going to be in PvP where you're going to start seeing the differences. And who knows, maybe as the power creep happens, as we get more and more stronger units, maybe once we get limited units in the future, right? That's when things will get very interesting to see how the scaling changes drastically, you know? But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the summon system and the dupe system. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the summons. Please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.